everyone, and welcome to Latin Enough. My name is Nelson Velazquez. I am the host, a curator, and hopefully a participant in tonight's show. We've invited some of the best Latinx actors, improvisers from across the internet to join us tonight to share in the stories of where us being Latinx, even though we've got ourselves some culture, sometimes we didn't quite fit into certain situations. So we're going to be kind of exploring that all together, and we are going to then do some improvised scenes inspired by the stories that we tell. Let me go ahead and have everybody turn on their cameras tonight and go ahead and wave at your adoring public. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. Oh my goodness, look at these folks. We're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves, where we're from, and let's go with our inspiration tonight. Is going to be what's something that makes your contribution or what you belong to from a Latinx perspective. What makes Latinx community so great? So we're going to start with you, Ramon.
What makes it so great?
Yeah, what makes it so great?
The music alone. Oh my God. So many different genres of music within our communities. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And Ramon, where are you from?
I am from Chicago, but my roots, mis raíces son de Puerto Rico.
Oh my goodness, look at him. He's like, I gotta represent early. I love it. Ramon, you are the president and the artistic director for Salsation Theater Company. Can you tell us a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, so we are a 23-year-old Latino comedy troupe that formed back in the late 1990s. Out of necessity, because at the time when we were in classes, Latinos were taking classes at Second City, Improv Olympic, and the Annoyance Theater, there was really no representation as a group. And so looking at other groups like We Be Negroes, Gayco, and Stir Friday Night, which are all different minority groups, we wanted to have our own voice in the community. So we formed, and here we are 23 years later.
What a great origin story. So succinct and so well. Thanks, Ramon. Let's go to you, Frankie. Where are you from? What are you associated with? And all that info.
Hi, well, my name is Frankie Benavides, and I'm Colombian American, and I am involved here tonight through many different things. I met Nelson and Ramon, and I just met Regina, Ignacio, Steven and Ignacio, I know. But Nelson and Ramon are from the old Salsation days and Second City days. And I have done many shows with Salsation. I've done lots of shows with Los Improviachis. I am very excited to celebrate and honor our Latino-ness tonight with you peoples today.
Okay, I like the way you talk. It makes me happy. Well, thank you, Frank. We're just gonna move on to Ignacio.
Hey, Ignacio Valdez. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, Mexican American. Grew up on the border all my life. Moved to San Antonio about 20 years ago.
And he's an awesome improviser.
Oh, I'm learning. Yeah.
Already. And he uses improv techniques as a special education coordinator and mentor for teachers. So that's pretty badass.
Thanks, Dad.
Improv heals and it teaches. And tends to skip it in his own bio. Regina, let's go to you.
Hi, I'm Regina Soto. I'm Mexican American, and I'm in Austin, Texas. And I grew up, I was born and grew up in El Paso, Texas. So right there on the border. And I was young, and I was like, I want to run away. And so I ran to Austin. And then
I thought you were going to say you ran to Juarez for half a second. I thought.
I've been to Juarez many times, but I wouldn't run away there. So I came to Austin instead, and just fell in love with the city. And I've been doing improv for about 14 years now. And with the Hideout Theater, I'm mostly the last couple of years, and I love it. And I'm excited to be here.
Oh, yay. Excellent.
No.
Oh, we got some cheering going on in the audience right now. Kate Wersima is cheering for each one of you right now. So you got a one person. Wersima is a very Latin name too. She's cheering for all of you. So give it up for Steven as well, Kate, while you're at it. Steve, let's go to you.
Hello, my name is Steven Sanabria from Chicago, part of the South Station Theater Company as well. Born and raised in Chicago, but with roots in the land of eternal spring, also known as Guatemala. So, yeah, Central America, the only Central American here. So we'll see what we have to compare.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, man, I live in Central America too. I live in Indiana.
That's right. That's as central as we get.
Cool. Steven, you also do Salsation. You've guested on the grid. You do a lot of different things.
I try to keep busy when I can. Yeah, this is a good outlet. Improv in general is a good outlet for the I guess the creative side of myself that I have apparently. So
Love
yeah.
it. Cool. I'm gonna do a little intro for myself. I'm Nelson, of course. I was born in space, and that's why I have a very irregular head right now. Nelson, been improvising for over almost 20 years now. Yeah, Salsation, The Grid, in productions. Met Regina a long time ago in a group, our sister group. That's what I used to call them, our sister group, Shades of Brown, down there in San Antonio. So super cool to have all these cats here, and I love them all. So with that said, I'm skipping my stuff here. Puerto Rico and Brazil is one we'll be representing tonight. And Frankie, you're raising your hand. Why are you raising your hand?
How were you able to survive if you were born in the vacuum of space?
See, that's the thing. It was the space between my mother's thighs that I was born in. That's it. Yes.
Ooh.
Hence the oblong head. See, I can type back. I can do. My mom is watching right now too. Love you, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Pobrecita, que Dios la bendiga.
You had to ask, Frankie. You had to ask.
Let's all do the sign of the cross on that one.
That's all right. I'm wearing it on my chest.
Right.
It's all good. With that said, we're going to be talking about some things. Those of you who are watching in the comments, we've asked you to go ahead and give us a suggestion of something that you think makes the Latin community great. Something we were backstage in the green room, meaning our own homes, and Ramon's still there. And we brought up like the subject of rice. Like every country in Latin America and all over the world, all Latin Americans all over the world think that their rice is the best. There's like rice is a unifying thing for Latinx community. So what is something that you think, audience, go ahead and start putting that into the chat now, something that you think that makes the Latin community great. And we can do other things than food. I promise you we can talk about other things than food. So feel free to put those in the comments. What we're going to do is we're going to take this item that you've got, maybe multiple of them, and we're going to kind of chit-chat about them a little bit. And then someone's going to get inspired to do a monologue or tell a story from their own lives inspired by that suggestion. And we're going to listen to it. And then we're going to do some improvised scenes that are inspired by the story. We're not necessarily going to improvise the story they told, but just things are inspired. And then we're hopefully going to not only entertain you, but maybe bring some light as to why everyone on this screen belongs to the Latinx community. Yeah, those stories are going to be where they felt like they didn't feel like they fit. So I'm looking in the chat now. Chat's a little quiet. So I'm going to kind of go around. I'm going to go to you, Frankie. You brought up rice. What is something else that you feel like kind of unifies or makes the Latinx community better?
You know, I think that one thing that makes the Latinx community stronger and more better is, you know, the general sense of humor that you find in the Latin American, typical Latin American household and culture. You know, so much of the identity is of just open playfulness and making jokes, and, you know, and there's a specific flavor of just Latin humor that I think is very unique that I like a lot.
Latin humor. That is
In a
gonna
comedy show. I should have said something else. Sorry. Okay.
That's great. That's great, Frankie.
No, Frankie, we'll go with it.
Okay.
That's great.
I want to add something. So Steven said he's from Guatemala. So growing up, mom and dad, we never did vacation in the United States ever. Like we didn't go see the Grand Canyon. We didn't go see like anything like that. Unless it was tied to, we had to go help an uncle move across country or something like that. So it was Mexico. And one year dad wanted to show us all of Mexico. So we went down on the west coast of Mexico, went all the way to Guatemala. I remember being there in Guatemala, crossing over, and we stayed in a place called La Mesilla, Stephen. That's not too far from the border, I believe. But we were, after all those days of heading down there, eating tacos and carnitas and everything else, right? We wanted pizza. We wanted burgers. That doesn't exist in La Mesilla, but somebody there says, hey, if you go to Guatemala City, we have a Pizza Hut. So we did. Right. We headed down to Guatemala City. Had to get past a couple of very scary checkpoints there, Stephen. But we made it. We made it, and the pizza sucked. I'm sorry, Steven.
Well, I'm sorry, Ignacio, but you're not gonna find a lot of Italians in Guatemala. So.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But you will find a lot of Guatemalans in an Italian restaurant.
Of course, of course.
So here's the thing, though. I freaked out when the lady brought tortillas to the table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we were at a Pizza Hut.
Of course, you need a tortilla.
You know,
that's how you eat it. But
I mean, yeah. What are you thinking, Ignacio? Of course.
No, I at that point, right? I was like, yeah, okay, now I get it.
I got some inspiration from that monologue. Okay. I like this format. Let's go with this. We're just going to tell stories in community. Let's do some improv based off of this story of visiting Mexico and what it's like to visit strange places. Let's go with it.
Those? Oh my God. These are the most delicious chips I have ever had. What is that? Kiwi?
It's kiwi and cumin.
I would have never thought that would work, but my God.
Look, Rochelle, when you told me that you were going to take me to an authentic Guatemalan restaurant, I never knew it was going to be like this.
This is authentic.
Chicles? Chicles? ¿Gustan comprar chicles? ¿Comprar chicles?
Oh my God, they actually do that.
Chicles, no?
Here you go.
No? Okay, gracias.
Here you go. Thank you.
Oh, okay, gracias.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of that here.
Oh, wow. I never thought they would. I've never seen that before. I mean, growing up here in West Philadelphia, born and raised, I really, really feel like I'm really fitting in with this culture here.
Medicina? Medicina? ¿Gustan comprar medicinas?
No, we're okay.
No,
we're okay.
Okay. Sí, gracias.
We're good with the gum. All right, when they start bringing out the porn, we should leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they try to sell stuff, and they're gonna find something that's a niche.
I forgot to bring you your tortillas.
Oh my God, that's so great! That's like Kiki. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I did not know.
Manzanas, aguacate.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're just showing you.
Aguacate. No, una manzanita.
No, gracias.
Okay. I'm okay.
No, gracias.
Okay. All right. So, see, this is what gives me anxiety is when we go out to places like this because you just never know.
Medicina. Medicina.
Why don't you take one of those for your anxiety?
Yeah. Hold on. Can I get one of those?
Medicina.
Quanto?
Thank you.
For you, my friend, te lo doy por 2 quetzales, que sale a unos 15 centavos, US American.
Okay, I'll just give you a 5.
15 cents? 15 cents?
Oh, 15 cents.
No, No, $5. $5. Sí,
Oh,
por favor.
$5.
Here you
For
go.
one pill. Wow.
Muchas gracias, gringo come.
This pill is
What's
changing
a gringo come?
Huh.
¿Desea algo más, señores? ¿Cualquier cosa? Tal vez una cervecita o algo más delicioso, ¿no?
What?
This is awesome. This is a full
Kinda
service
cool,
location. You know, when we were pulled over on the side of the road and we were like, "Can you take us to the real Guatemalan side of West Philadelphia?" I never thought it would be like this.
Yeah.
Ana Lucía, aquí estás con estos hombres.
I'll be back.
Aquí estás con estos hombres, Ana Lucía. Ana Lucía,
¿Qué?
¿qué te dicen los hombres?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Perla, ¿qué haces aquí?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I don't really speak the language that well.
Ana Lucía, ¿te vas a acostar con ellos o no?
What?
Los gringos no van a ordenar nada más.
Pues que pidan algo y tienen que largar.
Amigos, estoy aquí para traducir. I'm here to translate, amigos. What would you like me to tell them?
That I would like to pay for the bill.
Disculpe, mesero.
And we'll call it scene there. We're going to continue with a new scene here. Go ahead.
Hola.
Hi.
Oh, you speak English? Oh, thank God. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know I look like I should speak Spanish, but I can say hola, adios, amigo, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias, ay, Dios mío.
There's no need for you to worry about any of that right here. Okay, we just need you to speak to Mr. Putin, and if you could just let him know that we have no ill intention towards him.
In Spanish? Am I in Russian? What? Hola.
Mr. Comrade Putin, I have my translator here. Good to meet you, sir. Can you tell him we wish to make peace?
Nosotros esperanza paz. Gracias.
Español muy poquito en Rusia. ¿Paz? Bueno.
He likes peace.
Oh, great, excellent. Well, tell him that we're more than willing to give up some of our missiles in West Germany if he decides to remove his troops from Ukraine.
Okay. Señor Putin, nosotros vámonos a decir churros Ukraine.
Muy
Gracias.
bien. Yo digo que sí se puede, pero usted tiene que darme algo muy especial.
We want something from you.
Well, I'm already giving him the rockets in West Germany, and and we are pulling our troops out of Afghanistan. So,
Okay.
what more can we give?
Venga de churros y soldiers, Afghanistan. ¿Qué más quieres?
Da, pero
Niet.
Oh, I didn't have to translate that.
Not at all.
You got that one. You got that.
I did.
No.
Yes. Kurgutkas karkone коробка. Huh?
That doesn't sound good. I don't know
Not
what he
at
said.
all.
Si él no me da un beso, yo cuelgo el teléfono.
He wants an iPhone.
Oh, well, we're more than willing to give him our
Sí,
supplies.
sí.
of iPhone 6s, numerous seis iPhone 6s. Feel free to take as many as you'd like.
He's crying. Oh. I don't understand the eyebrows. That's he's scowling. I think that's a no. I don't think he wants the iPhone 6, the 6. He wants probably a different number. Oh, he wants you to kiss him on the cheek. That's cute.
In the interest of global and U.S. policy, I'll reluctantly do it.
Maruski!
Speaking of U.S. and global policy, that reminds me of something, Nelson. So back in the day, I used to do a lot of travel to Latin America, and the thing that makes Latin America great is the fact that everyone uses different words to mean the same thing. But in some cultures, it could mean something horrible. So I remember one time I was in Colombia, my friend Frankie. Maybe you can tell me this is true, but I was with a person that was a female who had her purse on her, and
I'm sorry.
The lady.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. The punchline is coming. Hold on. So she had her purse, and she had to go to the restroom, and she told me, "Disculpe, Steven, me puede agarrar mi talega." Now, a talega in Colombia is a purse, correct? In Guatemala, a talega means male genitalia. So, here I was, stuck in the middle of this restaurant, trying to figure out, does she want me to hold her bag or something else? Which, after I got the drift, and as we were taking a cab back to the office, I told her the truth as to why I felt uncomfortable, because at that point in time, I was very confused. Hilarity ensues, everyone starts laughing, but that's not the only time that's happened, right? And I'm sure you guys have had episodes of things that have happened to you where you're using one word to mean something, and then all of a sudden they get the opposite reaction.
I actually after high school I was working in a retail store and downtown Laredo, and at the end of the day we'd have to sweep and mop the store to get it ready for the next day. And this guy walks in, he says, "Oiga, ¿dónde puedo tirar el agua?" So direct translation for our non-Spanish speakers is, "Where can I throw my water?" Right? So I have a big old bucket, right? Mop bucket that's filled with water. And I say, "Yo siempre la tiro en la calle." Translating, I always just dump the water out in the street, right? When I'm done mopping. The guy looked at me very confused. Because of course what he meant was, "Do you have a bathroom that I can use?" And I did not pick up on it. I understood, where can I throw my water? But that's not what he meant.
Let's find out. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you've heard this story, Nelson. When my mom and dad had arrived in the U.S., this probably would have been the early to mid 70s. My mom told me this story. They were at a dinner party, and it was like my dad's boss, and they didn't know English very well, but they went to the dinner party, and my mom ends up seated next to the teenage daughter of the boss. So this girl, very sweet, very nice, and was really ecstatic because she had just had her braces removed. So I think she had been very self-conscious about that. And, she was 15, so her body's changing. She was like feeling pretty because she had had her braces taken off. So that full flower of youth thing. So my mom's English at this time consisted of, oh. So she's sitting there next to this girl, and the girl's being real sweet. My mom remembers her fondly, of just like really being sweet, giving my mom a chance to try and speak English, And she was telling her that she was happy to no longer have braces. My mom decides to branch out stick her neck out, try a little English, and compliment her teeth. Unfortunately, it comes out as, "Oh, Jess, you have beautiful teeth." Pluralized tooth, correct. And so she said, "You have beautiful teeth." And so everyone at the table like got quiet, like, what? And then I remember that my mom told me that my dad just put his hand on her hand and he said, "Teeth." And she's like, thank you. You have nice teeth. So then like everyone like realized it. So, but like my mom was like completely oblivious till he told her later that night.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Well, let's
But I
see
think
what
that's the beauty of it, right? Like no matter what we don't understand as a Latin person, we're gonna try our hardest to communicate and make our point across, even if it's the wrong point.
As long as it's understood, like it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My family went to
I
Colombia.
remember growing up, my father, my parents didn't really try to learn English until they were much older. They moved here in their 20s, and they didn't really try to pick up the English language until they were in their 40s. They knew some words here and there, but for the most part, it was the yes, okay, I do it, stuff like that. And so my father, it was always interesting going to parent teacher conferences with my dad, for report card pickup days and stuff like that. And the teachers, they didn't speak Spanish and they weren't going to try, and my father wasn't going to try to, collaborate. I mean, just be able to just have a conversation with them. And so it was a lot of the yes, the and then, if he got any kind of like hint that there was something wrong, like oh, your son needs to read more, and be like, like, why are you fucking up? The look, that look that just scares you to the fucking core. It's just all things where it's just like, but I am learning how to read, Bob. You're not teaching me, but I'm learning. And then that would be like, oh, so I'm not teaching you now. Kind of look. It was never said, but it was the look that really said it all.
All right. So we got a lot of we have 4 monologues back to back, which I love. 4 stories. Let's see some scenes inspired by any 4 of those. Let's see where we could take this at this point.
Oh wait, hey, Arturo, right? You speak Spanish? Yes. We're going to be closing the store in about 10 minutes.
Sorry?
I need you to go ahead and announce to the customers in Spanish that we'll be closing the store soon.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, you got this?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Microphone right here.
Yeah. And so this is a big step. Everybody's watching. And you said on your application you were fluent in Spanish. We're all counting on you.
Boss, I got this, boss. Don't worry.
Okay, because the last guy.
Yeah,
no, just created a big old. Well, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, so if you can take care of that in about at the 8 minutes now, 8 minutes, I will be closing the store. I need you to ask the customers start bringing their purchases up to the counters because we'll be closing the store in about 8 minutes. Okay, thanks.
Oh yeah, okay.
What?
Atención, señores, señoras, niños, girlsas. El store cerrará tomorrow en 8 minutos. Gracias por listening.
Hey, Arturo? It's Arturo, right? Okay, it sounded like you were just adding O's.
I'd embellish a little bit,
Yeah, but it sounded like you were just adding O to the end of words there. These are our big time customers. They come here during spring break. They come here for the Easter vacations. These Mexican paisas, they come over here. They spend a lot of money. and tear up the store, Arturo. I need you to get this right, okay?
You need to make another
Nobody's coming up here. Try again, okay?
Okay,
I need you to get them up here. We got about 6 minutes left.
Señoros and boyas, todos, everybody, tutskis, get to the caja of la register because it's time to go home. I don't want anybody to be here ever again. I want you to all go and don't shop here again.
Okay, Arturo.
Stand up. I'm sorry.
Arturo, you're speaking English with a bad Mexican accent. That's still not Spanish. I need this to be look, nobody's coming up to the registers. You said caja. I think that's a Spanish word. Do you know Spanish or not, Arturo?
Yes. Obviously, it's a different dialect.
Okay.
So why don't you
continue?
If I could help, I know more Spanish than he does. Arturo, good try, brother. Good try. But I think I can.
Esteban, gracias, Esteban.
Okay.
Gracias,
right.
Esteban.
Okay, hold on.
Arturo, did I say that right? Did I say gracias right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, go ahead, Esteban. Go ahead.
Sarcastic.
Atención, clientes, aquí en esta tienda vamos a terminar el día. Trae tu mercancía al frente porque vamos a cerrar. Este mensaje es traído por Burger King y Budweiser.
Esteban! Oh my gosh, Esteban. That was amazing.
Yeah, I helped.
Working on it.
Esteban,
Sweep. So I'm so glad you're here. I just want to let you know, your son has gone through surgery. He's looking really, really good. And all we need from you is we need a little bit of blood just to make sure that we have his type on tap.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. You agree. Excellent. Here's the signing form. Go ahead and take that form and just fill that out. Are there any venereal diseases, STIs? Are there anything that we need to be aware of that might be contaminate your blood?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna have.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. I don't think you understand. See, we can't take your blood. We need to get. Is there anybody else in your family that we can ask to take blood from?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hola, mamá.
Hey. Your brother is doing just great.
Uh-huh.
No.
No, he's fine. He's recovering up in the other room.
Uh-huh.
Pero ¿cómo es eso?
Okay. Sir, do you know what blood type you are?
¿Cómo?
Yeah.
Oh, you're type O. Excellent. Type O. Cool. If you can fill out this paperwork and we can have you just go ahead and go ahead. Thank you. Just go ahead and fill out the paperwork. We're going to go and get you into one of the medical rooms. We'll get you nice and suited up. We'll get the blood out of you. And then you can see for brother's slide. Excuse me, hermano.
Hermano. ¿Qué pasó con mi hermano?
Mom? Uh-huh. No, nada. Sí.
You know what?
Doctor?
You know what I love about this family? I'll be right back. I'm going to let you two talk about this. I'll be right back for that form.
Adiós. ¿Está bien?
Mamá me dio papel,
Sí.
pero no me dio pluma.
Oh,
¿Cómo vamos a firmar todo?
Mira.
Ay, mamá.
Mira.
Mamá, no, eso.
Oh, I see. You're not ready yet. You're not ready.
Doctor.
Okay, well.
Oh, yeah.
Doctor.
Yes.
Mamá, ¿cómo se dice pluma? Doctor, penis, okay?
Ajá.
Penis, okay?
Oh, his penis is
Penis
fine.
okay.
There's nothing wrong with his penis. His penis is
okay.
fully functional.
Penis okay. Penis okay. Penis okay. Sí,
Mamá no me
mijo.
está entendiendo.
Penis
Doctor,
okay.
His penis is fine, sweetheart.
Penis
It's
okay,
great.
mijo.
Yeah.
penis.
Penis okay.
Penis, okay?
Penis okay. Sí,
Yeah,
sí.
it's okay.
Penis okay.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. All he needed was he just needed his appendix removed.
Ah, bien, bien.
No entiendo lo que dijo mamá, no sé.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time by yourselves.
Okay.
Yo le voy a entregar esto de regreso porque no entiendo lo que quiere decir.
Here. Let's see. Meeting. No sé. No sé, mijo.
Démelo de regreso. Ok, aquí dice name.
Name.
Name. ¿Qué es name?
Name?
Sweep that out.
Name.
Otra vez. Again. Huh? If I get one more bad report card, one more, you're not going to Puerto Rico this summer.
You tell him, Ricardo. Dile ese que ese chino es un
No, le estoy diciendo. I'm telling him. You understand me?
Yeah, I get one more report card and go to Puerto Rico.
Jose Luis, don't you dare look at me like that.
No, I just want to understand, Pops. I want to understand. So
No, you won't understand. You're going to understand.
¡Respetuoso! Hágale caso a su papá.
So, okay, so yeah, I get one more bad mark. I don't go to Puerto Rico for the summer. Oh man, that's tough, man. Ooh,
Do you see this?
I get to stay
That's
here
how
with my
serious I am.
right, Pops. I get to stay here with my friends or go to Puerto Rico.
Ah, que le gusta acá mejor con los amigotes acá y no quiere ir a estar en la isla de su herencia latina y sus raíces. Bueno, pues le tengo que contar algo.
Puerto Rico's boring, Mom.
What? Puerto Rico's boring? Do you know how many things there are to do, like catch lizards?
Es ridículo.
Swim?
There's like
More lizards?
there's no Wi-Fi. There's always hurricanes in summer.
And it builds character.
Las playas, la salsa, la música,
Dice.
la rumbeada. You're 17. You don't care about those things? You want to go hang out with
I don't think he cares about anything except for la jodienda that he wants to be doing all the time, Jose Luis. Ay, coño.
It's okay. You know what, Ricardo? You and I will go, okay? And the money that we set aside for his ticket, we'll just use it for, extra fun for us.
Yes. Take those $28 and do something for yourself. Right.
Go ahead. For talking too much.
Sweep.
I'm gonna call child
Sweep it out.
abuse.
Mommy. Papi, I had a bad dream.
Oh no, mijo. What was your dream?
I had a
You
dream.
okay?
What's wrong?
I had a dream that I don't know how to tell you this, but I had a dream that I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk.
Come on.
I
can't talk now.
I couldn't talk to abuela anymore, and abuela only spoke to me in weird words, and told me that I was stupid.
Oh, she would never do that in real life. Not to your face, mijo.
Mijo.
No. Mm-mm.
Mijo. Isabel, how many times did I tell you we cannot leave little Pedro with your mother, okay?
I mean, who else are we gonna leave him with? I mean, we don't have anybody.
I just,
Well,
like you never like. I want to go to Disney World too. Can I go?
You're really young,
we,
mijo. We might lose
hey,
you.
Pedrito, we did promise you that we would take you to Disney World, but you have to wait your turn in line. It's Rodrigo's turn to go this year. You know, Rodrigo has been waiting 7 or 8 years to be the next one in line. You know, you just have to hold on to that hope, mijo.
But I get all the crappy I get all the bad trips like the Grand Canyon. Why do I have to go to a hole in the ground? How,
Mijo, mijo.
Mama.
Isabel,
I
Isabel, can you?
I overheard what you were talking about, and my feelings are hurted.
No.
Ah, no, it's not about you. It's not always about you, Mama.
Doña Gertrudis, but I'm sorry. You know, it's I as the father in this family, I do not agree with the way you talk to my son. So could we just,
Ooh.
you know, scale it down just a little bit? I just want to make sure that he's in a more loving
I talk to
family.
him with all the love that a grandmother can give to their child all the time.
He's terrified of you, Doña Gertrudis.
As well, he should be. I was terrified of my grandmother.
Yeah, but your grandmother was a commandant in the Puerto Rican Army.
Yeah, and I cannot share that love with my grandchild.
Look, I didn't want to bring this up, but Isabel and I had a conversation the other night, and we feel that going forward, we don't think that you may be the right choice for a babysitter for Pedrito. Isabel, do not stop me. We said we were
Isabel,
going to do
No,
this.
Mama.
Pedrito,
Isabel, if you have
Pedrito,
something to say to me, you better say it to
Oh,
me
I
and do not
didn't.
let
No, Mom.
him
No,
talk for you.
no.
first of
He
all,
does not.
first of all, Pedrito left the room, so now we can be honest and frank with you.
Oh,
Look,
honest
Doña
and
Gertrudis,
oh,
you
okay.
you have been
Javier.
Isabel. I just
No,
don't know how to say it in a nice way.
Mama. You
Doña
are.
Gertrudis,
Javier.
you.
You are
No,
a godsend.
let him speak
I'm
his
just gonna
mind.
say it. I'm just gonna say
I
it.
want to
Doña
know.
Gertrudis,
I want to know what
you
he's
have been.
what is on his mind. I want to know because you know what? There are gonna be days
Mama.
that I will not be here,
Don't say it.
and I'm going to die one day.
No.
And then what? And then what? You're gonna talk
So,
about how
so,
you should have treated me so much better
so typical.
than the way that you're
So
treating me like now,
typical.
which is like garbage.
So
Mama.
typical. So
tag
typical. Now,
out
Isabel,
Regina and tag out Steven. Yeah.
¿Qué quieres?
What did they say about you?
You know what they say? They
What?
said that I was mean.
Oh.
That I am just like my grandmother, and that I treat the child like I was mean. Right? Is that your chancla?
This is my chancla.
Okay.
Are you ready to go to
I'm going to
battle?
broke up that emergency chancla because
I
we're
got
going
it.
to use it.
Vámonos.
We're going
Let's
to use
go.
it right now.
Okay.
I mean, not just to wear.
Oh.
To
Okay.
discipline.
Okay, I can do that. I love
Okay.
you.
I love you too. I need you to talk some sense into them.
Oh.
Don Francisco, and Doña Gertrudis, you see, Isabel, what your parents are doing? They think the chancla is gonna fix everything.
It does fix everything.
Chancletazo. Ah.
You didn't want to listen. That's what you get. A chancletazo.
Oh, it never ends. It never ends.
Sweep that out. Sweep that out.
So I can talk about a time when I didn't feel Latin enough.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. So I used to work as a receptionist and I don't really speak Spanish. And so they tested me when I was interviewing and they were like, well, do you speak Spanish? And I very honestly said, kinda. And so the guy, you know, the one person that spoke Spanish, he's like, well, let's try to have a conversation. And I'm like, okay. And it was very much stumbling through my Spanish. He's like, well, that's good enough. And I was like, okay. So it was fine for him. But then when I would get on the phone, I would have to stumble through those conversations with people who were speaking very quickly in Spanish. So that was hard. Like the weird thing is I can understand almost everything, but I cannot like form sentences that make sense. So I was just like, I understood everything the person on the phone was telling me, but then I'm like, how do I tell her what I need to tell her? And so I thought I was doing a really good job of, you know, speaking in Spanish. It was really just like, just basic words, but I was getting my point across. And she's like, in Spanish, she said, can you give me to someone who could speak Spanish? Oh,
Yeah, I have a similar story. Again, I grew up, Spanish was my first language. And right out of high school, working retail, right there on the border. I'm trying to help a customer. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can be. And halfway through the conversation, the guy goes, are you learning Spanish? So without missing a beat, I said, yes, I am. And he says, you're doing really well. I'm like, thank you. I've been at it for about 6 months. So, you know.
I should use that excuse. I'm just learning.
Something you said, Ignacio, about learning Spanish was your first language.
Yeah.
That was my first language as well. But once I started attending grade school, I would also watch Sesame Street.
Right.
And so I learned how to speak English through the bad words that all the English speaking kids would always teach, you know, oh, you got to know this term, you got to know this phrase, you got to know. And then between that and, you know, Cookie Monster and Kermit the Frog,
Sure.
I learned English, which eventually, years later, my mom sent me to Puerto Rico 2 summers in a row to learn how to speak Spanish again, because I had forgotten how to speak it. I understood it. I just forgot how to speak it.
Yeah.
You know, this whole discussion is so interesting, you guys, because, you know, the name of this show is Latin Enough, right? And we're kind of talking about when we feel Latin enough or not. And the whole language component is such a fascinating, just weird little elusive thing, because, you know, that what breakdown of characteristics or, you know, check boxes does one have to fill out in order to be Latin enough, right? Like, you know, I feel like my Spanish is pretty decent, but I don't feel Latin enough because, well, you know, look at me, right? I look like I'm right off the freaking boat from Germany or something. And, you know, like just culturally.
Das Boot.
What? Yeah, that's houseboat. I. But anyway, that's me trying to do a German doing that. I don't know, it's stupid. But anyway, you know, I just think that's so fascinating, you know, because when I was a younger individual, I used to kind of feel like defensive about it. Like, I'm Colombian, I swear, you know? And now it's...
What about with this whole...
you know?
So, Frankie, what about with this whole Latinx or Chicano or, you know, we're not Mexican American or Hispanic? You know, what about all of that? Steven, you got something to say?
Oh, man, Ignacio, let me tell you. So growing up, I understood where Guatemala was.
Right.
I understood, you know, I was part of Central America, but I was never able to represent myself until recently, where I see more of Latino, Central American, Caribbean. So I get grouped into that. But for many years growing up, when they used to take the census at our school, it would be how many people here have Mexican parents. That's what I grew up in a Puerto Rican neighborhood, but I was convinced that I had Mexican parents because I did not fit under any of the definitions of
Yeah.
Hispanic,
Yeah.
Latino, stuff like that. So now with this whole Latinx thing, I feel like I'm a part of Latinx, but what does that actually mean?
Right.
Because are people from Spain considered Latinx? Probably not, but it just I don't know. It kind of confuses me. And even with the select your race, like there's always, white, African American. There's never, we have our own box for Hispanic, Latino, which, I mean, I have a couple cousins. I have an uncle who married a Swedish lady. So their kids are straight up white looking. Their last names are Sanabria. They speak Guatemalan Spanish, but they have blonde hair and blue eyes. So, what is a typical Latino? I have no idea.
I know
Have
there's some
y'all
scenes
ever
in
heard
here.
of this Peruvian salsa band called La Orquesta de la Luz?
No.
It's like Peru / Japanese. They're like Japanese, I think, nationals, but they immigrated to Peru. This was like in the
yeah.
and they
Yeah.
are all like
They're awesome.
Japanese, but they learned how to play salsa like
Yes.
So it's the coolest thing. It's like Japanese people in Peru playing Puerto Rican music. Like it was. You should look it up. Like I'm gonna put it in the chat. Well, the audience can't see the chat, can they? It's called
We'll cut and paste it there for me.
de la Luz. Just look them up on YouTube. They're really cool, and I think that that's a beautiful example of what is Latino-ness, or like it's a very intangible thing, and it's beautiful. But look them up because they're really good.
All right, I've got a scene for this. I'm interrupting. We're going to do some improv right here. I got a scene. Let's do this.
Okay.
Man,
So,
they didn't let me in. Are you serious? Did you see this?
bro, did you tell them we were 132nd Puerto Rican?
I told them, look, man, I love carnitas. I love pork. I love it. I love pork. It's the other white meat. And they still wouldn't let me in. They said, no, that's not real. That doesn't count.
How does that not count? That's the number one thing of our dietary culinary expertise. We know how to cook the shit out of pork.
I tear up a pork sandwich. Pulled pork is my shit. Damn, man. You know what? I even showed him. I showed him my brown card, man. I showed him the brown card. Right?
Wait, you signed up for the brown card?
Yeah, I signed up for the brown card.
How long did it take you to get it? Because I signed up maybe 2 weeks ago, and it still hasn't gotten to me.
Bro, I signed up. I signed up when Obama was in the presidency. That's the only way you're gonna get one.
That explains it.
I
Now
showed
with the
it to
brown,
them, man, and they told me
Now,
it
with the brown-
expired. It expired. It says no expiration on the card.
I mean, you're gonna be brown forever.
Right? You know what? I mean, so what, man? They're like, oh man, you're really brown because you got a white wife. So,
we're just making the brownness a little bit lighter. That's all right.
I'm looking at it. I'm making the whiteness a little bit browner. That's the way I look at it. You know
what? I like the way you think. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, in 2 or 3 generations, are we gonna be the same tint of brownness?
Right, man. They're like, look, my kids are gonna be 164th. And they shouldn't have to put up with this kind of discrimination. Like, I mean, come on. We want to get International 21 again. Yeah, we want to get in, but no, whatever, man. Man, sometimes I just feel like they don't want me, man. Like nobody wants me because I'm not at least a 16th. Like if I was a 16th, you know how much better it is to be a 16th?
Well, yeah, you're a 16th removed. You're not a 32nd or a 64th.
Right.
It's just with the whole thing. But we all I wish, you know what? From this day forward, we're just going to check one box. We're going to check human. Forget the color of your skin, the ethnicity, everything. What are you? I am human.
Human.
I don't think we want to go there because then we discriminate
Oh, okay,
against.
okay. All right.
So human, just straight up human. Let me get one of those cigarettes, please. Thank you. It's just
Hey guys.
this. Oh,
Hey, what's up, Bork? Did you get in?
I was just filling out that census thing and I don't know what box to put. That little, demographics. I just feel like,
Bro, you're 128th Latino, man. Like, you're 128th, man. You're mixed with all kinds of stuff.
I know, but like, come on, like, look at me. I'm clearly not even from this planet.
Bork, don't say that. I mean, your great grandfather was a conquistador of a different planet, but it doesn't matter. You're still
Right.
one of us.
You're one of us, man.
Yes.
Well, there you guys are. I knew I would have found you out here smoking. Oh, hey, listen, we're gonna have an opening. We're trying to diversify our board here a little bit.
Oh.
So I would encourage you to apply. Diversity is very important to us. So I would encourage all three of you to apply. We only have one opening though. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of figure that out right there. But I think either one of you three would be perfect at it. We're trying to get more aliens. I see you, Bork, on board with our diversity program here.
Bork is not, he's legal, bro. He's not an alien. He's a resident.
You know what I mean? He's so ethnic. He's so ethnic. You know what I mean? Anyway, think about it, talk about it, and definitely apply. Okay, bye.
They should let all three of us in.
You know what below me is when they go ahead and say there's a perfect opportunity.
Right?
What does this opportunity entail? Like, are they going to give us more work? Are they going to make us anything better than what we are? Like,
guys, what if
probably not.
What, Bork?
You think everyone will like freak out if I were to accidentally start molting? If I went for this,
I think
that's a part of what we do.
We molt
like the way
anywhere,
right? Like,
just so much a really bad sunburn, bro.
My skin is gonna split in half like a cicada, and purple slime is gonna emerge forth, and I'm embarrassed about that.
Don't be embarrassed of the fact that you come from a strong line of conquistadors. Okay, like you've got that Spanish blood flowing in you, and you know what? We all melt. Like, you know what, man? I'm bald. Like, that counts, right? That's like molting, right? Right? Steve, he lost all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, my mustache just grows automatically. I try to shave it.
Yeah, it just grows.
I think
He lost his inability to not grow a mustache. So you're just like us, man. You know what, Bork? I think you should go for that position. I think you should do it.
Really?
But one thing, Bork, I just don't appreciate the fact that you're trying to show off.
Right.
Like, there should be another characteristic that you have that is not molting that would make you better than us. But
I have two hearts.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's it.
Let me guess. Twice the love?
Well, yeah, pretty much. It's just like I have a supplementary heart near my spleen, just in case I eat too much cholesterol. That's not from the conquistador side. That's from the alien side.
Some people have all the luck, man. That sucks.
I know, man. I don't even know how that factors into 128th. That makes it like a 164th now. Like you have two hearts, maybe one's. I think you should go for it, Bork.
Tag out Nelson and Steven. Well, congratulations. Welcome aboard. We are so pleased to have you as part of our team.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We'll be introducing you on Monday morning to the rest of the staff. And I think, is that your, oh, okay. Um, yeah, so thank you
I'm
again
excited.
for applying. We really do appreciate you bringing your diversity to our company.
Well, I'm going to do my absolute best, sir. I'm going to take all my experience in data analysis and
Tag out Ramon, bring in Steven. What happened?
I freaking started having a baby.
Oh,
In the middle of the acceptance of the new role.
They're gonna replace that carpet, y'all.
Bork, you were it for us. You were gonna bring the human race back to normal. What? Oh, Bork.
man, you were my come up right there, Bork. Bork, you were my come up.
Seriously.
Daddy! Hola, Daddy!
Sweep. I don't know if we can beat that shit. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we can beat that. Oh, we are officially at the hour, y'all. This has been an interesting first show for this. I would love to do this again. We kind of went all over the place with what we thought the show was going to be and then where it ended up. So super duper fun. Those of you in the chat, go ahead and give it up to our El Grid. Thank you very much for joining El Grid today. Give it up for our guests today. We got Ramon, Regina, Steven, Bork, also known as Frankie, and Ignacio on here. Is there anything anybody wants to plug? I've got plenty of stuff to plug here tonight. If I could go first before you plug it, any proceeds, go ahead and hit the, there's a donation link at the bottom of the screen. Visit improductionsllc.com/donate. Drop a $5, drop a $5 into the USD, please, into our PayPal account. And we're going to be sharing any monies that we raise today. We're going to be sharing with Salsation Theater Company, which I'm still a part of and still hold very, very near and dear to my heart at this point. So if you could do that, that would be great. Regina, Ignacio, Frankie, Steven, Ramon, is there anything you want to push, promote, let people know about, where they can find you on Instagram or whatever?
You're on
mute, Ramon.
Ramon's on mute, but
Bork,
Ramon's got
help him
something
out.
to say. He's just on mute.
Yeah, you can go to www.salsation.org to find out more about Salsation. We are working on some projects. We hope to be putting some shows up within the next month and a half.
Nope.
I don't have
Anybody
anything
else?
to plug, but could I do a quick show and tell?
Sure.
All right, just stuff here on my desk. Let's see. Here's that Peter Owl.
Okay.
Aw,
Okay.
cute.
Pewter.
And other show and tell. I have some cool stickers from Lord of the Rings on my bottle.
Nice.
Nice.
You know what? That's why I like you, Frankie. 'Cause if when it goes to pewter and it goes to stickers and Bork, you bring flavor to everything that's on the screen.
Yes.
What about you, Regina? You got anything you want to push?
No, I just ended a show, but check out thehideouttheater.com. They are doing all kinds of fun stuff. Still some, I was doing a show called After the Beep on, oh God, it was on YouTube, and they have their last show tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be in it, but it's a great show. It's based in the 90s and it's super fun.
Yeah, I think I know either the director or co-director. I think she was one of my former
Yeah.
students.
Kristen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kristen Dunn.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Go check out the Hideout on all your socials. What about you, Ignacio? You got anything you want to push?
Just the Grid or El Grid with Nelson
Grid.
every Saturday night.
Yes, Saturday, tomorrow, we will be back here in Productions LLC. We'll be killing it with another episode of The Grid, 7 p.m. Central. Go ahead and join it. Short form, fun improvisation. Steven, anything you want to push?
Yeah, visit tourism.guatemala.com
Yeah.
and book your next flight to go visit Guatemala. Don't read the reviews. Everything is safe. Just stay in the city. You'll be good. So yeah,
Well, hell,
we
go
need
to
the catharsis.
Try the pizza.
www.com.
Try the pizza. Yeah, try the pizza. Ignacio sent you. You'll be fine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy to have done this show for you. We will hopefully see it at some point. If you enjoyed it, again, go visit our donation link down below, and we will see you later. Thank you, everyone. Bye.